Welcome back to the geometric sequence series. With the knowledge that we have gathered about the geometric sequence in the past few videos, today we are going to use those ideas in solving the word problems. Lucy is stacking plates. She puts 5 plates in the first rack, 10 plates in the second rack, and 20 plates in the third rack, and 40 plates in the fourth rack. And this pattern continues. How many plates will Lucy put on the fifth rack? Right? So we are able to clearly see the ratio between the second and the first term is 2, and also the third and the second term is 2. Since the ratio is common, this is a geometric sequence. With that idea, we're just going to multiply the fourth term times 2, which is going to give you the answer of the fifth term, that is the number of plates that is she is going to stack, and the fifth stack, that is 80. Okay. The number of bacteria in a certain culture doubles every hour. If there are 30 bacteria present in the culture originally, how many bacteria will be present at the end of the second hour? Okay, at the end of the second hour, it will be doubling, right? So it is going to be 60. At the end of third hour, it is going to be 120. At the end of fourth hour, it will be 240, right? Suppose if they want to know the nth hour term, then what is the general formula? That is AN equals A times Rn minus 1, right? So here we know the value of A, that is 30, and R, it is 2, and N minus 1. This is the formula by which we can find the number of bacteria present at the nth hour. A person has 2 parents, 4 grandparents, and 8 great-grandparents, and so on. Find the number of his ancestors during the 10 generations preceding his own. Okay, so we have to find the number of his ancestors during the 10 generations. That means we have to find the sum of all his ancestors over the period of 10 years. Okay, so this is a finite geometric sequence, right? We know the definite values. Because the n is going to be a smaller number, we can just find the using the first term and the ratio, we can find the number of people in that term, right? So this is a finite geometric sequence. So we are going to use the formula sum of 10, which is 8 times Rn minus 1 by R minus 1. Okay, where it's going to be A is 2, R is also 2, right? 4 by 2 is 2, 8 by 4 is 2. Okay, so 2, and N is 10 minus 1 by 2 minus 1, right? Which is going to be 2 times. Okay, just substitute the values, and you find 2 to the value of 2 power 10, and we have to subtract it by minus 1, and we have to do all those calculations. We will get the answer as 2046. Okay, that is going to be 2046 people in his during the 10th generation preceding his own. Okay. A monkey is swinging from a tree. On the first swing, she passes through an arc of 24 meters. With each swing, she passes through an arc of 24 meters. With each swing, she passes through an arc half the length of the previous swing. So she's just going to follow that arc, okay, but it's going to reduced by half. Okay, so it's going to be like, so in the second swing, it's going to be half the value of the first swing, that is 12. In the third swing, it's going to be half the value of the second, that is the 6. And it's going to go on like this. Okay, so it's going to be 24, 12 and 6. Okay, what is the total distance traveled by the monkey when she completes her 100,000th swing? 100,000th swing is a very bigger number. Okay, so we are just going to consider this as an infinite series and going to find the approximate value of the sum. Okay, again here we are asked to find the sum. We are going to do it as a sum of infinity and find the value. Okay, but before we doing this, we should know that the r value is going to be lesser than 1. Absolute value of r is going to be lesser than 1. This is a very important sequence we have to check before finding the sum of infinity. So we are just going to check it here. So r is 12 by 24, that is going to be half. Right? Since the value of r is half, we will be able to find a definite value using the sum of infinity formula, which is nothing but a by 1 minus r, which is equal to a is 24, 1 minus half. Okay, and when you substitute the values, we'll be getting the answer as 48. So the total distance traveled by the monkey when it completes an infinite number of swing in this way, okay, is going to be 48. Okay, 48 meters. Okay, then a man joined a company as assistant manager. The company gave him a salary of 60,000, agreed to increase his salary 5% annually. So at the end of the next year, he'll be getting 60,000 plus a 5% of 60,000. Okay, so in the next year, okay, he'll be getting, this is the first year, he'll be getting like this. At the end of second year, he'll be getting, so 5% of 60,000 is 3,000. Okay, so he'll be getting 63,000 at the end of first year. So at the second year, this 63,000 plus 5% of 63,000 he'll be getting, right, which will be accounting to 66,150. Okay, and it goes on like this. They want to know the salary in the 5th year. They want to know the salary in the 5th year. That is, this is the first one, 0th year, the first year, second year, third year, 4th year, 6th, 5th year, right? 5th year will be the 6th term of the series. Okay, the salary for the 5th year will be the 6th term of the series. That we'll first conclude it. We'll know it. Say 60,000 is going to be for the 0th year. After the first year, that is, it will be given annually, right? So next year will be the 63,000 is going to be the value for the first year. Okay, 66 is going to be the value for the second year, and then it will be third and fourth and 5th year, right? But as such, the terms, number of terms is needed. This is first, okay, this is year, and this is the term. It's going to be first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So we are supposed to find the value for the 6th year. Okay, for this we have the formula A times R n minus 1. Okay, here we know the value of A, 60,000, right? We have to find the value of R. n is 6 minus 1, that is 5. So how to find the value of r, we will see. Okay. Maybe I'll add one more slide. Okay, so now we have to find the value of r, right? So how to find the value of r? For that, 60,000 plus 5% of 60,000 is going to be the sequence, right? So we can just write this as, in both the cases 60,000 is common, so I'm just taking it out and rewriting the formula like this, right? I just taken 60,000, so it's 60,000 times 1 is 60,000 and 5% is 5% of 60,000. So this, both the things are equal. Okay, so now this I can convert it as 1 plus 5 by 100, right? Which can be rewritten as, so if I take a common denominator, then it becomes 100 plus 5. So 105 by 100, right? Which can be rewritten as 1.05. Okay, so this 60,000 plus 5% of 60,000 can be rewritten as 60,000 times 1.05. Okay, so now this is the value of A and this is going to be the value of R. So now we got the value of R, so we are going to find the value of the term 6. Okay, so it is going to be 60,000 times 1.05, 6 minus 1 is 5. And by simplifying this, we are going to get the answer as $76,077 as an income for the 5th year of his term. Okay, so this is a little complicated, little new concept, so just go through again, and I'm going to give you a new problem with the same concept, and you'll be able to solve it by yourself. Just pass it, do it by yourself, and then check with the answer that I'm going to explain now. So in 2013, the number of students in a small school is 284. Okay, this is in the year of 2013. Here, number of students. Okay, it is estimated that the student population will increase by 4%. It will increase by 4%. Increase by 4% each year. Write a formula for student population. Estimate the student population in 2020. What is the student population? Okay, so in 2013 it is 284, then it is 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. So there are how many years? 2013 is the first year, second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term, sixth term, seventh term, eighth term. So we have to find the value of, that is the number of students in the 8th year, that is 2020. Okay, for this absolutely we know that we should know the value of A and R and N. So we know the value of N, we know the value of A, so we have to find the value of R. So for the first year, 284 plus 4% of 284. This can be written as 1.04. Right? Using the previous method that I have explained, we'll get 1.04. So now this is the value of A and this is the value of R. By knowing this, we can easily find the value of the 8th term, that is the student population in 2020. So A is 284, and 1.05 times 8 minus 1, that is 7, which is going to be 374 students will be there at the end